Okay guys, now that I've shown you how we jam master an opening or pre-shim an opening, and then showed you how we set a door with a 5-step process to get the consistent quality door every time. Now we're going to case this door with a 3-piece set with mitered corners, and we're going to show you how you create a cut list in the TrimListPro app, and then enter your measurements, and then how we use it in the trailer to cut all of our trim at once. So now we're here and our list is created in the TrimListPro app. Now we are going to measure in the 3 distinct places, and we're going to use a laser measuring device. These are accurate enough to do this with. Some people don't think they are. I want to tell you this. Sometimes these come from Home Depot or Lowe's or whatever hardware store you buy it at, and they're not quite calibrated. Send it back into Bosch, have them calibrate it and send it back, and it will be dead on, perfect, absolutely usable for interior usage. It says that it's only accurate to the 16th, but these things are definitely accurate to the 32nd, like they used to say. So the first measurement it's going to ask us for is for our left side. And to get that measurement, all we're going to do is we're going to put it right here, point it to the floor where the trim is going to go, the bottom of the trim is going to go. And that's going to be 80 and 25 30-seconds. We're just going to enter that into the app here. Okay, now it wants a top measurement. We're just going to bump it inside there, shoot it to the other side. Okay, that's going to be 24 1/4. We're going to do the same thing on the right side. So that's 80 and 7/8. Okay. Now, if we were doing a bunch of different sides of doors in a house, we could go ahead and enter all these measurements at once, right? Without ever leaving the spot. So now we'll go into the trailer, we're going to cut this trim, and we'll be back here to put it together. Okay, so now that we're done measuring our door, we're going to now start pre-cutting our miters. What I mean by that is we're going to, whether we have 5, 10, 15, 20 doors, which is going to equal, if you got 20 doors, you're going to have 40 sides to a door. So that means you're going to have 40 lefts and 40 rights. And so we're going to first pre-cut the miter cut on every single one of the lefts and every single one of the rights. Okay? And how we do that, we want to ensure that we have a perfect 45 on those. So we're going to set our saw one time. We're going to do a couple just test cuts, make sure it's exactly at 45 degrees, and then we'll start pre-cutting. just going to test it with the square. It's not quite there yet. Readjust. And that is absolutely a perfect 45. Completely set. Now we're not going to move this the entire time that we pre-cut. No matter how many pieces we're doing, we want it to always be a perfect 45. So now we can go ahead and start pre-cutting the legs on our miters. Okay, so now that we're done pre-cutting our legs, now we can go ahead and cut our top. We know that we already have a perfect 45 on our saw. Now we can go ahead and cut our top. And so all I'm going to do, like we're using a stop, but if you're using, your tape measure and pencil to mark it, that's also fine too. It's completely capable. The only difference in tops with using the TrimList system is you're not burning an inch here. You're not having to do the math to figure, from your reveal mark plus the width of your trim, to your point. So this is already going to calculate that for you. And if you're using a tape measure, you're just pulling from the point. So we'll go ahead and cut this now. If you notice, I still didn't move the saw. I left the saw in the same exact spot. There's no profile on this trim, so you can do that this way. In the event that you do have profile, there is some solutions for that to where you can just flip it over. Or what you can do is pre-cut all your tops first, then you go ahead and switch your saw to the other side, right? And go ahead and cut the other side. So we're going to go ahead and mark this one top. Okay, so now we're ready to go ahead and cut our right and our left leg to length. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to set this saw to 90 degrees and I'm going to leave it there. And no matter if we have 5, 10, 15 doors, 40 legs of each side, this saw is going to stay perfect at 90 the entire time as we run through the entire package. Now we'll go to length. This is the left casing. That's going to be 84 and 5/32. And we're just going to bump that tip up to the bump. Okay, that's good. 1L, left casing. Put that over on our stock shelf. Now we got our right side. That's going to be 84 1/4. Now it really is that simple. With one side of a door, it does seem like a slow process because you're calibrating angles and all that. But when you have multiple doors and you can calibrate one time and get perfect cuts every single time, you're not moving the saw all over the place. It really is the best, fastest, and most quality way to cut this trim. So now we're going to go inside, we're going to put this stuff together, and we're going to go ahead and put it up.